Mariah Carey hadn't seen her sister for decades ahead of her death, report. Mariah Carey's mom, Patricia, and sister, Alison Carey, both died August 24. Mariah Carey hadn't seen her sister Alison for decades before her death, according to a friend of Alison. David Baker, a friend of Carey's sister for 9 years, claimed Alison hadn't seen the We Belong Together singer since either 1994 or 2002, People magazine reported. Carey wrote in her 2020 memoir that it was emotionally and physically safer not to have contact with her sister or brother. Alison was a highly intelligent, very sensitive person, Baker told the outlet. Mariah Carey says mother and sister died on same day, asks for privacy during impossible time. Carey's mom, Patricia, and Alison both died August 24. My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend, Carey revealed to People magazine. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day. I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed, Carey added. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time. Alison was a highly intelligent, very sensitive person. David Baker, a friend of Alison Carey, did not share details regarding either death. Baker met Alison in 2015 after she suffered a brain injury during a home invasion. I saw somebody who needed help, and I knew I could do it, he told People magazine. She'd tell me that she was so glad I was around. More recently, before she got sick, if I went somewhere for an hour, she'd call and say, "When are you coming back?" And I'd say, "Well, I'll be there in 20 minutes, he recalled. And then she'd call a second time and say, "When are you coming back?" because short-term memory was affected by the brain injury. Alison and her mother didn't have the best relationship. Carey's estranged sister sued their mother in 2020, claiming she was forced to endure sexual abuse from multiple men at satanic worship meetings when she was 10 years old. In a lawsuit obtained by Fox News Digital, Alison accused Patricia of allowing and encouraging an undisclosed number of men to engage in sexual acts such as forcible touching and made her witness people engaged in sexual acts with adults and children. She also claimed it took place at middle-of-the-night satanic worship meetings that included ritual sacrifices. Mariah Carey's mother and sister died on the same day. The singer says her heart is broken. Los Angeles, AP. Mariah Carey's mother Patricia and sister Alison both died on the same day, the singer said Monday. My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day, the Grammy-winning singer said in a statement. I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed, the statement continued. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time. The Times-Union reported Monday that Alison, who was largely estranged from Carey, died at 63 from complications with her organ function and that she had been in hospice care. People magazine first reported the news of their deaths and Carey's statement. Patricia was a Juilliard-trained opera singer who Carey credits as an inspiration to her from a young age. I would sing little tunes around the house, to my mother's delight, and she always encouraged me, she wrote in her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. Patricia was previously married to Alfred Roy Carey, the singer's father. The parents divorced when the Vision of Love singer was 3. Carey grew up in Suffolk County on Long Island and lived primarily with her mother after her parents' divorce. Her father died of cancer in 2002 at age 72. Carey detailed her complicated relationship with her mother and her sister in her memoir, in which she wrote that she and her mother often clashed, causing her to feel so much pain and confusion, and accused her sister of putting her in unsafe situations as a child. Like many aspects of my life, my journey with my mother has been full of contradictions and competing realities. It's never been only black and white, it's been a whole rainbow of emotions, Carey wrote in the book. Our relationship is a prickly rope of pride, pain, shame, gratitude, jealousy, admiration and disappointment. A complicated love tethers my heart to my mother's. Carey maintained contact with her mother and even recorded a duet of "Oh Come All Ye Faithful, Hallelujah" chorus for the singer's second Christmas album in 2010. Mariah Carey's estranged sister had a tough life before she died. A friend of Carey's sister said the pop star hadn't seen her in over 20 years before her death. A friend of Mariah Carey's estranged sister, Alison Carey, is speaking out after the 63-year-old died on the same day as her mother Patricia Carey on Saturday. In an interview with People, Alison's friend David Baker said she fell ill about a month ago and had a tough life. Baker did not disclose the cause of Alison's death, but said her passing wasn't a shock. Baker told The Sun that Alison had a problem with internal organs. Baker said he has known Alison for almost a decade and was introduced to her through a Facebook group by Mariah's estranged brother, Morgan, who reached out to have someone check on Alison. Alison had experienced serious brain trauma and a subsequent hemorrhage stemming from a home invasion. I knew when I saw the request that I was the only person anywhere near Albany, New York, Baker told the People. The two eventually grew close and spoke daily. Baker said that he even helped Alison find her last apartment in Coxsackie, New York, where she passed away. I saw somebody who needed help and I knew I could do it, said Baker. She'd tell me that she was so glad I was around. According to Baker, Alison hadn't seen Mariah for more than 2 decades. The singer detailed her strained relationship in her 202 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. In it, she detailed the trauma she suffered because of her siblings and even accused Alison of trying to sell her to a pimp. Alison died shortly after midnight on Saturday and her mother Patricia died later that same day. In a statement addressing their deaths, Carey said, "My heart is broken. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time," she said.